in what feels like the first time in ages, Team Dobson Racing might be moving forward. So the big question is, will the race van pass its MOT, yay or nay? Without it, obviously nothing else really matters. The good news is the race car, the track car, is up and running perfectly, and work is well underway on the Stoxkart, which is made a lot easier when it's light, bright, and you actually want to do it. In other news, we are hoping very soon to be able to announce a small sponsor that will help us on our way. So while a sponsor is an absolute game changer for us, it isn't actually a problem solver, and here's why. While everything else, obviously we are a little bit behind, and the start of the season is always the biggest outlay that you've got. We're getting there, but we've still got some place to go. So with all that cleared up, please enjoy the rest of our vlog on our update on our race van and the racing and where we stand.
It's one small step for man.
So it's MOT day for the big beast. Obviously without this we can't race. Why are these important? Well, luckily for us, Stoxkarts obviously pretty much fit in the back of these if you're organised, which makes travelling distances awesome. We've also got a fold out bed and everything in there, which makes it easy. It has been parked a while unfortunately, so we have had to check the brakes the best we can. We've obviously checked all the lights and everything like that, and we have had to totally recharge the battery. Luckily obviously we do work somewhere. We've also had a total problem with the wipers. Apparently these are common for the wipers getting stuck, so that was something else we have had to do before we take it for MOT. So let's see how she goes.
All set to roll. I'm okay.
So early morning, we jumped in the van, got everything we needed. It was bright, we had a full tank of petrol, we had sunglasses, and off we went to the MOT bay. So yeah, that's the good news. She's passed. We've got an MOT, she's now back home. Main thing and only thing we've had to pretty much do is buy a new wiper. Even though the wiper motor is now fixed, the wiper itself was absolutely naffed. So then what we'll do now is, we now need to just get her cleaned up a little bit. She's been left a while, we need to get some stuff all tidied up and then go from there really. But this is the first stage of us being able to get back on the road. Even if the Stoxkart was ready, even if the sponsor was on board, if we decided to suddenly go racing one weekend, we ain't going nowhere without this thing. This was bought about 2 years ago and has changed everything that we've ever done. We used to have a car and a trailer, don't get me wrong, that is absolutely acceptable, but the more weekend ones and the longer tracks, you do much prefer something like this. It's like a home from home for us. So to get this sorted is definitely stage one of us getting closer to being on the road. She has also just had a little bit of a quick polish with Power Max polish. Fantastic product, honestly. It's so easy to use. I didn't think it was making any difference. It was that easy to go on and off. And then when it did, all the lines, all the streaks, all the marks from the, well, 1, 2, 3, 4 months worth of winter, all of them came off. So she's looking a little bit better as well.
One giant leap for mankind.
That's stage one of the race season, MTIC. The race van is now road legal.
So yes, the sun is shining on the day that the MOT of the old girl is complete. So yes, she did pass, that's correct. She literally had an issue with the wiper in the long run and an issue with the parking brake, which was released. Our next update, what's been going on with this?
Reach up there and pull those belts tight. One more time, Saturday night style.
I'm gonna use every heartbeat.
for any of you cool dudes, you may notice that that is the Alan Walker Headlights remix. The original video has got a lovely yellow Lamborghini in it and a yellow Audi. Obviously we have the yellow Ibiza, and we just thought it were a good way to show off the new bodywork. We did want to originally do the whole video live, but we did think that walking around a dark industrial estate in the Britain that we live in today, dressed in all black, might be frowned upon a little bit. I do apologise, we are doing a quirky video here and there, or I say we, it is me. If you know me, you'll know that there's always something going on in my head. We have got to a point on YouTube where the subscribers and the views are actually nicely, steadily growing. So we don't want to sort of just bore off with the videos, but we're also probably spending too much time and effort on the videos for the level that we're at. For the subscribers and the views we get, all our videos should be pretty much just like this. We've got a camera, we're in a van, we're talking. That's about all it needs, really. But we like to do a bit more, because when you look at our back catalogue now, we've just improved it all, it gives you something more to watch. The problem with YouTube right now is it doesn't like AI, it doesn't like anybody new, and it says that the best videos are still the ones where people are just down to earth, normal, talking to you and me, and have a connection that way. It all sounds great, but they don't promote that kind of video. They want snazzy, boom, bash, all that malarkey. So, rock and hard place. Like I say, I'm just using it really just to do some quirky stuff. You'll see with all the little title credits and stuff like that. These all take ages, but I'm not just going to go back to literally, like my first video, hey up, it's me talking, because you don't want to just see this mug talking all along.
3, 2, 1, go.
So as you view me doing some work to the car, I've got hours and hours of footage. I've put some in here just to show you. I am really that quick, by the way, this isn't sped up. Just to let you know that it isn't all cosmetic. You can see here that we're just going underneath. We've undersealed it all because there were a bit of rust on, so we got some welding done. The bonnet was looking a little bit past its sell-by date, so we've wrapped that properly. But we've had a service on it, we've done some welding, new bits of exhaust, and we've done plenty of work to it mechanically as well as looks-wise. So as you can see, my secret hidden talents have been able to wrap. So just a quick one on this, we have re-wrapped the roof and the bonnet. I say re-wrapped, so it was all carbon covered on our last update, and just before Jackfest, the bonnet and the roof was only painted black, and it started to look a bit naff. So we've wrapped the roof and the bonnet in black gloss. It has had some vinyls put back on, including a really big proper printed number 17 on the roof, but we have toned the overall vinyls down a little bit and gone for a bit more of a professional look, seeing as we are running on the road. This is really probably the last update of anything major with this now. As a track car, if we strip it back out, it works really well, is really reliable. As a road car, it's doing its job. We will do nothing probably than the odd update of us cleaning it with PowerMax products, but really when it comes to the track car, this is pretty much the final sort of update that you will see on this, and this is why we've put it into here. Other than, of course, we have got a couple of track days lined up for mid to late summer, and obviously we will do vlogs and videos on them, and hopefully get a bit of a gang together and make some interesting watches for you. So while the track car is done, this is what it's turned into lately. We're just on his way to pizza up. Yes, she's just a day-to-day runner right now.
It smells like pizza.
So yeah, the track car has just become a bit of a daytime runner. But everything is done on it, so we can literally just go, I think it takes about an hour to take everything out and still run it as a track car. We've just had to tone it down a bit. Oh, we got gobbo. So that's the track car and the race van now sorted. So we are getting somewhere this year. The most important thing is now next. No matter what we do, and obviously this update has quite a bit in, our Stoxkart is our main formula. It's an enjoyable formula, they're a good set of people, it's a good formula, and we want to get back into doing that. The way the world is at the moment, I'm not going to lie, we did have a projection plan and all that malarkey to try and maybe go up in formulas, something a bit bigger. That's not going to happen now, let's face it, the world is what the world is, and it's about enjoying racing. And racing on a budget, and that's exactly what Stoxkart is. They've just been promoting themselves for 90 days. Hopefully you guys have seen something about Stoxkarts, but if not, you know, we race in front of hundreds of people, which is great for any sponsors that do want to get on board, and it's really enjoyable and competitive. This season the grids have actually gone up as well, so some of the tracks have sort of, either through issues of the tracks themselves or just issues along, we have obviously not got as many tracks this year and as many races as we would. It's probably looking a little bit silly on them now when our formula is growing in numbers, which means the racing is great. Every bit of feedback I've heard from the racing so far this year is it's been strong, there's been plenty of contact, and it's been a good racing formula. So we need to get our Stoxkart ready and get back into it, and we're now going to show you where we are with the Stoxkart. So this is a sped up version obviously, so this is the Stoxkart as we've got it out of the van. This was exactly left as it was from Ipswich. The first thing we started to do was to give it a good strip down. We started with the front section, grinding some bits off where there was a bit of rust that needed cleaning up. Long story short, when we got it out of the van, we noticed obviously a bit of damage from Ipswich itself, but there is still shale everywhere in the bodywork. So it's a case of getting everything off it. With the weather being nice and being in no rush, what the advantage was is it did allow us to do it at its own pace. As you can see, while the weather's nice, the sun's shining, and a lot more relaxed. What you find with these is the more you do to these yourself, the more you learn and the easier it is. They are very intricate when setting these things up. They might not be powerful, but they do rely on being clean, smooth, no friction, and set up correctly. So we got on with it. As you can see here now, this is updated. This is obviously up in the air. This is proof. We've stripped all the base plate down, we've sealed it, we've redone it. Any extra bolts have been taken out. We're basically trying to save weight and make it as free moving as possible. Everything's been repainted, everything's been redone. We have got the advantage of this little ramp, which gets it, well, we can raise it all the way to the roof if needed. It's been the best thing we ever got, and we got that from our next door neighbours at Motor Parts Direct. They were basically chucking it out, and it works, and it does the job absolutely fine for us. So other than that, obviously there's plenty to do. What we're doing here now, this video, is to show you the most important and intricate probably bit on it is getting the rear axle done. Now, our cat itself is called axle, and that is because the axles don't necessarily last very well on these. They are full contact, so the axles can get bent. The trouble with a bent one is you then get friction because they're not fast. That doesn't work. Now all of this here is a sped up version of putting the rear axle in. If you don't want to watch this, if you go and jump to 17 minutes and 40 seconds, the end of this video is done, but I just wanted to show everybody how to do or what is involved in doing the rear axle. There's quite a few parts that go into this, and as an eye-opener, this is something that you often have to do at the side of the track, in the dark, in the rain, in the mud. And obviously all of these, like such as these bearings here, you can't get mud or dirt ingress in them, or it just slows the whole thing down. You need it to be as freewheeling as you possibly can. So we did reset and redo everything. These are new bearings. We have just painted the carriers that they're in, but we also rubbed them down and made sure they were all clear and clean, so there weren't any rust or shale stuck in them. Once we've tightened them all up, cleaning them is key. Bit of brake cleaner here, nothing spectacular, just to give them all a clean over. You can see the newly cleaned and painted engine and all the metal work that we've done. Some people say that painting it might be a little bit OTT. Both myself and that's just putting the bearing in there, and AJ Hemingway, that also does his vlogs, spend a lot of time and effort cleaning and painting the cars. Some people think it's stupid, but I do it because as you're doing it, you can find all kinds of issues. It's amazing how many little cracks or little issues I've found while messing about doing the painting. These are all the bits that you need: rear hub, rear brake, rear axle. Like I said, all of these parts, sliding the axle in here through the bearings, this is what you have to do sometimes at the side of the track. It can take some doing. Some people can almost do it with their eyes shut. I really used to struggle. We are now on the new rear axles, which I'll be honest with you, I find easier to fit than the older ones. A little bit less messing about, which is a good thing, because again, I don't think these are the strongest in the world. But then again, when you're absolutely battering each other while racing, they're not going to be. This is probably not quite as straight as I want it to be. We will get a new one of these later in the year, but for now we've rubbed it down and cleaned it. This is a very important bit. This is getting the chain aligned with the sprocket. You can see there, we've got all the bearings and the extra shafts on. That's the brake disc in place on the back. The chain is now on. We coated that and covered that and left it in oil all year, and then what we'll do is, that is pretty aligned from what we can see, but everybody has a different viewpoint. So we can see that we've done plenty of work to the cart. Like I said, what we'll do now is, there's loads of bits to do. We need to get all the front built back up, which I'm not going to bore you with the video on that, but I might do a separate one just to show people. Then we need to get the panels back on. We need to get a few bits and bobs done, probably chase a couple of sponsors up still. We could do with the sponsor if you're still interested. A couple of £100, that's all we're asking for, and we'll stick your name on the cart. We've got one sponsor to announce very soon. They've joined us. Again, they took advantage of the fact that obviously our sponsorship is cheaper than a football kit for a local team. I'm not negative when I say that, guys. Obviously sponsoring us, we are in front of hundreds of people at some of our tracks. And it is a professional racing series as such. I say professional, obviously we're not paid, but you know, we are part of a proper racing series. I don't belittle football, because obviously I've played it, but I've sponsored football teams for a couple £100, and you play in front of nobody, literally nobody, and newspapers don't exist to take pictures anymore, so you're sponsoring teams and you're not really getting much money for your, you know, bang for your buck. We will get you that. But yeah, so we will get that chain aligned, we'll get all the bits at the front built back up, we'll get all the bodywork put back on, we'll then start making it look ultimately pretty, and then you need to go all around the cart again and make sure everything's tight, everything's free and everything's ready. Cara joked about us doing Scotland. Scotland is not the place to go, even though I would love to go all the way up there and have its first run and find that something's not quite right. It's probably not worth it. It is a shame. Really wanted to do Knockhill, but hopefully Ian and the Stoxkart team get enough people on board to get up to Scotland, put a good show on, and then hopefully we'll get invited back next year. And then I can obviously do Knockhill, which would be great for us. But on that note, really, that is our full update. Like I said, we have got a sponsor on board now, which is going to get us at least sign written up, stickered up, licensed up, and ready to race. It won't do anything other than that, but at least the cart is there if we ever feel a little bit flush, or if we ever want to just suddenly go. If you are interested in sponsoring us and appearing on stuff like this, please let us know. But that is it for now. I think that's as much of update as you need. Thanks for watching, and don't forget our back catalogue is now fully updated and has some videos worth watching. Every watch matters. Thank you. So, with a fantastic backdrop of obviously one of our other sponsors, we will say the famous words that we want to say and do say a lot. City, and thanks for watching.
Right, it's on for size, huh? We've got ourselves a sponsor! Promise me one thing, boys. Whatever else we do from here, we win Daytona.
partly sunny, just driving to work on a Saturday. Saturdays are definitely race days. This work malarkey is atrocious. But while it's sunny and the smiles are out, another thing that made us really happy this month is we went to pick some parts up from Ian Higgins, and we finally got our official Bradford Track Champion trophy. Now that means a lot to me, and a lot of people will probably already know, due to the history that we have as a family. That's where my love of racing actually began. Bradford is a very special track to a lot of northerners. Even means even more because we're probably now going to be the last Bradford Track Champion that ever existed due to Odsal shutting. I am a rugby fan as well as a racing fan, and to be honest it was pretty obvious that what had happened if Bradford Bulls got through the back door into the Super League, and it has happened, and it's a shame. I'd just like to thank your Stocks and Steve Rees for actually making it happen, everybody else that actually had an attempt and put effort into getting Bradford back up and running. It's such a shame, but one thing that's always happened at Bradford is the Rugby League club has always sat back, let someone else do work and then taken over and got rid of them, and that's what they've done again. I don't wish any ill will against Bradford like many people do, because a lot of people's lives depend on their pay packets, but it has been a little bit unfair and a lot of time and effort went into it, including our very own Mr. Higgins right at the beginning, I believe. So thank you all. Bradford Track Champions will be displayed on our roof probably forever. I don't give a monkeys what you think, it means a lot to us. So that's it.
Hey up, that were me as a bairn, less said better. We're up here in God's own country, at a place that meant something. Odsal Stadium. Weren't fancy, weren't polished, it was just proper Yorkshire grit. Shale dusting air, and engine rattling through the chest like thunder on moors. As a lad, I spent many a cold night running around them terraces, making Stoxkart noises with my mouth, dreaming and hoping one day I'd be there, me racing under lights. Then one day, it was shut, silent. Dream over before it had a chance to start. But Yorkshire and racing folk are stubborn things, and sometimes it works, and Odsal came back and so did I. Not just to race there though, but to win there, and I became 2025 Bradford Track Champion. Funny thing is, tracks aren't just concrete and fences, they're memories, family, heroes, cold hands holding hot chips in November rain, and now it's gone again. But every lad standing at fence making engine noises tonight, keep the dreams alive, because sometimes dreams do make it to the finish line. So thanks a lot Bradford, and thanks to them that brought it back. We'll see you soon.
Thanks for watching. Please drop us a like and watch our back catalog of videos on TDR TV 7din's YouTube channel.